This is Artie Clear reporting for the Mike North Show here with Mark Herzlich, the linebacker from the New York Giants. Mark, how you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure to be here with you, Mark. Adversity hits you so many times in your lifetime. How did you use that adversity to make the NFL?
It's you don't know how strong you are until you get some adversity, and so I think that have to overcome those hurdles and overcome those obstacles. Gives you that confidence and that strength, and nothing can stop me. And I think that strength going into training camp and as an undrafted free agent trying out for a team and kind of being a long shot, that gave me my confidence and opportunity to make the team.
Were you disappointed when the draft came and your name wasn't mentioned?
Yeah, I was disappointed, and I think that I think it's one thing to to not get drafted, but it's when you think about it, there's 254 draft picks, and so that means there's 254 chances for someone to draft you, and they don't. And it's kind of like, what did I do to kind of put myself out of the draft completely? And I knew that there was a huge medical red flag, but just thought that someone would give me a chance. And the good thing is that once free agency started and I did get a chance with the New York Giants, and was able to prove the fact that I do belong in the NFL, and that's why I've been there for the past 2 years.
How happy were you? Because I know when the CBA was completely done and it got the collective bargaining agreement intact, you were the first free agent that was signed. How happy were you then?
Yeah, it was. It kind of went from no one wanting you to all of a sudden everybody wants you, and that was that's definitely a better feeling. And that first day, I remember my phone was ringing off the hook, and had some great phone calls with Andy Reid and Tom Coughlin and the Baltimore Ravens, and I just felt really comfortable with the organization of the New York Giants, and that was my fit.
Now that you're in the NFL, tell me how tough the league really is.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to tackle these guys like Adrian Peterson, and that's not easy. You got to get around offensive tackles who are the best of the best, and it's fun though. But that's the thing; it doesn't matter how hard it is because it's fun. So you want to work that extra effort to get those tackles.
I know the Giants had a disappointing year this year. They didn't make the playoffs, and you were hurt. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling great. I had a couple bumps and bruises this season, but nothing that terrible. And it's tough not to make the playoffs, especially when your rookie year you win the Super Bowl. It's kind of like every year you're supposed to do that. It felt weird not to win the Super Bowl this year. So that's our goal every season. That's our goal right now in the off season. We work every day to get another ring, and that's really what I want to do. I want to be able to play in a Super Bowl game and get another ring.
It's like a dream come true playing in a Super Bowl game. I noticed that you're going to write a book now.
Yeah, I'm working with a ghostwriter right now, writing a memoir, and just really the reason I decided to do it was because I read Teddy Bruschi's book when I was going through radiation, and his foreword was really, I can't talk to every single person who reaches out to me. I can't physically see everybody, so this is my way of sharing my word and sharing my story with everybody, and so that's kind of what I wanted to model my book after, and just give some hope to people who have adversity.
I'll tell you one thing. You're a breath of fresh air, and you're a credit to society, and you give all the cancer patients out there a ray of hope. You made it with only a 10% chance, and now that ray of hope that you give out to everybody else who has cancer, you give them that chance to say, if Mark Herzlich beat it, so can I.
Well, thank you, and they give me that hope too. Every time I talk to someone, especially children who are battling cancer, and seeing the smile on their face when they're going through it, that means I have no excuses to complain about practice, no excuses to complain about anything because they're fighting along with me.
Chuck Pagano just come off of cancer also. How do you feel about Chuck returning to the NFL? Your heart must have been bleeding for him.
Oh, my gosh. I understood his pain and the feeling of being away from the team and the sport he loved. And I had a great conversation with him last night. And just, our stories are very similar. And I know that, his story is not even close to being over. And he's got a really long road of great coaching ahead of him.
Thank you so very much, Mark. You did a hell of a job, and wish you a lot of luck with the New York Giants.
Thank you. Appreciate it.